Ow. Always. Hoo-hoo. Right. The summary, the summary, the summary, the summary. What happened last time? Last time we were in the sewers because we just happened to take out Bold War. Yes. And we were deciding who was going to stay there to deliver him. And that was a conversation that lasted for a bit until we decided that everyone was just gonna stay there and deliver him. Hi.
No, sorry. Oh, there we go. No, it was set to the wrong device for some reason. So no one heard me say on the stream. No one heard me say hello. So hi guys, session 76. Alice is giving the summary. Go ahead.
Did they hear me?
They heard you.
Do I have to
They didn't hear me because the device unset itself for some reason. I love updates to software.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Yep.
That's so crazy. It's so great. Okay.
Go ahead. Streamlined.
I don't remember where I was. Delivering, deciding who was delivering. We decide together. We deliver together. We deliver him. There's like moments where people sit there in the darkness. I think Ruha digs around in a bag. That's all I remember from the waiting period. In the darkness. Ruha looks for items in the darkness, yes. When the Palace Stars come, we get them out of the sewer, and we get paid, what was it?
2 gold each.
Gold each. 2 gold each. Alrighty. We get paid 3 gold each, and... Then we head to, what is it, the Rook? Is that what it's called? Right? Yeah, the Rook. We head back to the Rook after a bit of conversation on whether or not we should just stay in the sewer. We go back to the Rook, and it's relatively safe from the riots that are still somewhat happening. I'm not too sure. There's stuff going on. I haven't seen the riots. Maybe they aren't happening anymore. I don't know. And then what was it? We some conversation happens with checks names list. Hennick. How could I forget Hennick? About what happened, I think. And what our next plan is? Question mark. I think we were still unsure, or we were having an idea to go somewhere. Shrug. I don't know. Slash me shrugs. And then we did like a short rest downtime thing. Yeah. And let me see, the flame bearer. He heads off. Sees if anyone needs healing. Heals someone. My jot notes here. He gets surprised that they know where he's from. Creeps them out. Ruha tries to figure out how to wear a saddle and become a horse, and gives Zarak a ride. Right? Zarak?
Yeah.
I think that ends with a guard telling them to put the horse back. They try to convince him otherwise not to. Satsuka climbs up a roof to look for 12 Blades bird? Question mark. Yes. Okay, we got that. Caleb watches Setsuka climb a roof and I guess just chills in the backyard with the horse, with horse hop. Uh, Aelmar examines some items to figure out their magical properties. With what's it? Hennick. And Elena asks a child if they've seen a man and takes a bath. And then everyone regroups at the room to talk about a plan, or no, it was Flamebearer's debrief. He had some sort of like debrief or something about how everyone was last mission or something. And the session stopped just before that. And now everyone's at the room. And that's where this one begins, right?
Begins. Nice.
I did not say begins.
That summary only took 7 minutes. Very
You did.
condensed.
Sure.
Does anybody want to add anything to that summary? Hello to you. How's it going? Glad to hear you slept well. Additions, amendments to the summary?
Flamebearer didn't creep anyone out, okay? He just made some small talk, okay? Just
To be
wanted
fair, he said he just read out that that's what he jotted down on his notes. He didn't say it happened.
Nobody got creeped out. Say, I just gave the guy incentive to go rest.
Aelmar turned into a bird. Alrighty.
Oh, I should write that down.
If that is the summary, I'm going to ask first, does anybody, as far as they know, have to leave early today?
Yes.
There's
Yes.
a chance that I might have to leave 15-20 minutes early, but I'm trying not to.
I thought you were going to say in 15-20 minutes. How long, T?
Likely 30 minutes early.
30 minutes early. Okay. Well, we can finish a little earlier, if that's the case, if we're going to lose 2 members, so that's fine. That is all good. Alright. So, we are... You're not. You're on the map. We are here in the Rook. We have the party of 6 plus Hennick and Zarak in their reserved room. It is evening now. It is coming dark. Also, this is because my notes suck. You guys gave Hennick Ether Turkey, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd think I would write that down, wouldn't you?
Yes.
2 sessions
It's only a major
ago.
MacGuffin we've been looking for half
Yeah,
our session.
you would think I would write that down. Okay, all good. Just checking. Okay, over to you guys. What are you doing?
I am
So
moving
that
towards the
Etherturgy,
corner.
what have you been doing at it? Sorry.
You saying that across the whole room?
Across the whole room, bro?
It's a little room.
It is a little room.
But still,
Okay.
you could walk up to him.
I haven't had much of a chance to go through it. I've skimmed it, but in a way it doesn't feel right. I want to go through it cover to cover with solid concentration, yes?
Indeed. I snuck a look at the prologue when we first retrieved it. It's heavy stuff. I can see why he was condemned as a madman.
Certainly. Well, what is madness except a different way of looking at things?
Yes, but you shouldn't say that around the authorities, Hennick. That gets a man locked up.
He looks around the room at everyone. I think I'm safe here.
That's fair. How is everyone after our encounter in the sewers? Everyone bearing up okay?
I'm doing
Nice.
fine.
I think I'm fine as well.
Why are there two Calebs in the room?
There's only one
Wait, you
Caleb
see
in the room.
There aren't. Do you see
You see
two?
2 tokens?
There
Holy
aren't.
shit, no.
I do
I
too.
see one.
I'm having issues with Caleb's token.
The upper Caleb or the lower Caleb?
The upper Caleb.
Okay.
Speaking of
Can I
which, wait.
Can I put
This
Drew up on him?
might be a chance to fix a bug. If you scroll over to the right, do you see in this room, Virgil?
Yeah? What room?
Over here.
I cannot see that room at the moment.
You can't. Okay, because there's a Caleb token there which is bugged out, and I can't select it or anything. So it is...
Permission to...
Okay,
I'm just putting an owl here for visibility.
so you can't see Caleb
so this
here.
No, I can see this Caleb.
Oh, you can. Okay,
Yeah.
here's what I want you to do then, since you can see him. I can't access or delete his token. I'm going to give you temporary access to his token, and I want you to
Okay.
delete this Caleb here, wherever he is.
Yep.
Done?
Yep, hang
He's-
on.
Yet lives.
Caleb's gone.
Yeah, okay, he's gone.
Yeah, I can't
And then
see it.
and then back in the room, this Caleb here is the real one. Where's the other one?
Down here.
Down.
There's one at the door and one at the window.
Delete the one at the door.
Hang on, wait. Which one do I shoot? Ah!
I always thought the one near the window was the fake.
I'm the real
All right.
Caleb.
The other Caleb is gone now too.
No, you killed the real Caleb.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right.
All right,
I've gotten
I'm
rid of the excess Calebs.
excellent. We've culled the excess Ilderman.
Oh,
Almar,
wow.
Almar will come back in from the door and wiping
think
blood
you
off his
s-
hand, saying, "Okay,
I
that's the
think
right
it's-
amount of Elderman.
I think you snapped the real one.
You can take my control of Caleb away now.
Yep, already done. All right, thank you for that. That
I
fixes
can
that
still
bug.
move this Caleb though.
You shouldn't be able to. I just took it away.
All right.
Oh, do you have it
Maybe
selected
one
still?
up here.
Oh no, I removed Caleb's permission. Why did it reorder you? It put you before him. There we go. All working now?
All right. I can't move Caleb anymore, but I can see exactly how much HP he's got for some reason.
That's probably just a graphic bug that hasn't updated.
Okay, it's all good now.
Okay, all good. All right, back to you guys.
All right. The Eldermen are doing fine. How are you bearing up, Ruha?
Well, we have to go see the Emir, right?
Yes, we will have to do that eventually.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Why are you sounding so excited?
And going.
What?
Hmm?
You
What?
just said going and everything else cut out.
Yeah.
I asked how Alina was.
Oh.
I am fine. Yes, I took a bath. It was quite nice. Yes.
All right. I should probably head over to the Six Bells relatively soon to speak to the Emir. I'm probably
Wait,
going
before
to
you go. Wait a moment.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I know you.
All
want to
right,
speak with
everyone.
us.
Dear people, please gather away from the doors. And I will just gesture around the area in front of me.
Do you want Henrik and Zarak around you? Or does this not concern them?
I mean, I'm gonna push them away. I don't really care if they hear what I say or not. So yeah, they're fine. They can stay. Why so close? I didn't mean I wanted like bodyguards or fucking pillows to cuddle with. Okay.
Wow, Yule, they're children.
Henrik's older than
what's the
Ruha.
problem? Are you trying to make a figure? A letter? Okay, anyway. Alright. Before you go meet with the I assume this is the former employee of the mayor you spoke of, right?
That's correct, yes.
Right. I believe we have this to discuss whether we want to assault the mayor's manor while all the commotion is happening in the underground of the Red Temple. You see, it will not buy us that much time. The place is enclosed, so it will not burn for long, and I believe they would probably they probably dispatched people to seek survivors and administer help, but they will find nobody alive down there. So the next move will be to check if any of the research is gone. I'm pretty confident they will soon realize that this was no accident. And this means they could notify the mayor.
So you think we should move against the mayor with haste?
I am saying we have two options, both with advantages and disadvantages. The main issue is whether we believe the mayor's manor to be fortified enough to be a challenge if we do not rest. Also, I would like to mention that we would ideally require some help from third parties in the city. You spoke of the former employee of the mayor. Are there any other people within the city that you made your allies?
I
We-
have an associate I may be able to get to help us.
There
Are
aren't too
they-
many others. We may be able to talk to the High Palisar, but he can't really give us Palisars because he's trying to play this relatively close to his chest.
No, I meant third parties, independent individuals. Yes, you.
The Mir that
Satsuka,
I'm in
was it? I
contact
remember.
with is the main one.
Yes. There
Would you be able
is-
to contact the person in question and ask them to assist us in dealing with Mayor, or is it not to their benefit?
I could see if they would help us, but I would have to wait until night. That's usually the only time I'm able to get in contact with them.
Understandable, of course. If we do decide to wait and get help, we'll have to do it tomorrow anyway. All right. Any other allies you can think of?
Hmm.
None that we can.
Fucking someone say
Fine.
Matthew. Holy shit, someone say Matthew.
Dude, he can't come. He has to come to us, motherfucker. How the fuck are we supposed to fetch him?
Yes, but, I mean, he gave us a
That
direct
was
way
what I
to
was supposed to say
contact him.
anyway.
Out
know.
of character, didn't Matthew and what is his name?
Collier.
The guy Matthew worked with, the rich guy. Didn't they go to a different city?
Nicolier Beaumont.
Yeah, that's the
I-
guy.
Don't remember Matthew leaving with him. Oh.
Well, how are we supposed to contact him anyway? I actually don't remember.
There is
Yeah,
also
he told us-
Barnaby.
Yeah, I guess, but like Barnaby is kind of an issue. I mean, you can bring him up, of course. I'm just saying, like, Matthew is like a something that you probably would think of because he told us to just be visible around the bazaar area, remember, or marketplace, either of those. Like he told us that he usually wanders around there, so if he spots us around the place, he will contact us.
We've been there before. He didn't do nothing.
Okay, I'm
Anyway,
just saying.
We can try, I guess.
I'm just-
Yeah, sure.
I just can't entirely remember
Alright.
if he left the
Any
city
other
or not.
allies you can think of?
Not off the top of my head, I believe the only other allies we made in the city may have retreated. They've moved. If I'm remembering correctly, Nicolier and Matthew both left the city.
Okay, if that's what you remember, then yeah. I guess that's true.
Excuse me for one moment.
Trajum, you should be the one clarifying.
Clarifying.
I invoke keen mind.
Clarifying your memory.
Not.
Keen mind, Satsuka. Give me a history check.
History. Got it.
Keen mind, I'll
On
give you
keen mind.
advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
That's better.
You don't remember hearing about what Matthew was doing. You know Nicolier left. Or you know hearing
May
that
I-
Nicolier left. You didn't hear anything
May
about
I
Matthew.
make the same
Sure.
recall roll?
No advantage.
No advantage. History?
Yep. History 15.
15.
You also don't remember hearing anything about Matthew leaving. You assume he would, given that he worked for Nicolier, but you had no actual information saying that Matthew left.
Can I roll for Azan?
Sure, see what
Who's the
happens.
last to be in contact? I don't have the token control. Can't even do the joke.
Wow.
Alright. Anyway, you were saying, Virgil?
Nothing, it's not important. I lost my train of thought.
Sure. Alright, one person might be enough. I am mostly thinking in terms of covering the other entrances, because I assume we would go from the sewers, which means that the person in question, the White Scorpion, could possibly escape our grasp by leaving through the front door. That would be the worst case scenario.
I wonder if there's any Miria that were willing to help us.
If Satsuka could get their contact to assist, perhaps they could both overlook the entrance to the mansion. I do not know how well fortified and how well equipped it is when it comes to guards and other possible traps, but I assume it's not too dangerous for us to enter. Fuck, what's the word? Wait. Alright.
Does anyone
Anyone
show me the
who-
map we have?
You have a map of the
The
mansion?
underground of the manor?
Oh, that
Yeah,
would
we
be
have it.
most useful.
Satsuka will hand over the map she has of the underground.
Alright, I guess I officially have access to it now.
Yep.
Nice.
Wait, I'm
Even
sorry.
though it wasn't
We
a-
have a map of what?
The underground temple.
Underground of the manor. Yeah.
Yeah, the Vermeer Jewel, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yes.
No,
It's
it
in our
was
handouts.
12.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
12
Oh,
druid.
12, okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
Same thing.
Didn't you mean that there was oh yeah, the bets should be marked as okay.
It's written on there,
Yeah,
the
I read
note.
The note.
Yep.
Yeah, the note is okay. I see. It looks like a bit of a maze.
Nice guy.
However, the position of the beds is quite promising. We could catch them off guard during night, before they are able to reach for the armory. I mean, most of the guards in the place. I mean. Alright, time to get over with the decision. Do you people think that it would be better to take a short rest and venture out now while the commotion is still going? Or do you think we should ask for the help of the Satsuka's acquaintance and wait for the next night to strike?
I think you guys had a short rest.
We did.
We
did.
did.
Oh, we were waiting.
Yeah, because they were
yeah, true.
they were analyzing an item.
Yeah.
So
I think I forgot to. Yeah, that's because I forgot completely to account for it on my token.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think the only
Yeah.
people who can't get short rest benefits are Aylmar because he was identifying, but I think everyone else can.
Yeah. Okay, I'm quickly just.
Yep. So if anyone wants to roll hit dice if they didn't already, whatever else you get from short rest.
True.
Yeah, true.
4 out of 10.
Good enough.
It's higher than
This
1.
was- Okay. Anyway, yeah, I didn't mention.
Nice.
Okay. Well, speaking to the what's the name? Vermeer may help us identify the White Scorpion and give us some extra information about this place. So maybe after we just speak to her.
Is the Vermeer just assisting us, or is she? What's the relationship with that person currently?
Ilma.
Do we have a mutual interest, or is she just being paid?
Ilma.
I think she's just being paid.
Angel, where are you?
Sorry, the Vermeer.
Yeah, the Vermeer.
She's paid. She's hired for the next week or so, and she has instructions to meet us every night at the 6 bells, even if we're not there.
Right. To minimize risks, I believe it would be most wise to assault the manor right after contacting the Vermeer to ensure she didn't switch sides. Paid people are dangerous.
Yes, indeed they are. How I
Looks
propose
at all the
this,
money.
then. I will go and visit the Vermeer by myself. No
Oh.
need to compromise anything.
I think some people need to speak to her, yes?
Who else needs to speak to her? I don't believe there's anyone else.
I need to speak
wait.
to her. Sorry.
I believe some people need to speak to her. Points to oneself.
Is there anyone else who needs to speak to the Vermeer? I'm curious.
Alina was saying something. Speak up, Alice. Stop waiting.
I was waiting for.
No, stop waiting. Don't wait. Talk more. You can't all wait for each other.
I needed to, talk to her. I did ask a few favors.
Yes, of course. I remember.
Plus, it would not be safe for you to go alone, probably.
And I need to speak about the White Scorpion. There might be things only I understand, if he is my father. I
I
can
thought we
tell.
knew he was your father.
I'm pretty sure. I tried to convince you guys.
I will talk to the Vermeer about the White Scorpion.
But
I don't think
you
there
don't-
should be 3 of us. Besides, you're by far the most conspicuous of our party.
What? What is conspicuous?
That wasn't.
Capiz,
that
capiz.
wasn't better
18
than-
wisdom true.
Conspicuous. 19 wisdom. Can't pronounce it.
There comes a knock on the door.
I act natural.
I will
What?
go over. I will
What does
step
that even
over
mean? I act
Mhm.
natural.
and open. Which door?
The door that leads to the
Oops, that was the G.
tavern.
Yep.
Natural.
I'll open up the well. Just open it up enough to see who's there.
Yep. It appears to be one of the people who work here.
Hello. Yes. How
Oh,
can I help?
begging your pardon, the room for Hennick is ready.
Excellent.
If... Is he here now?
He is. Yes.
If he would like to gather his things, and I will take him there.
Hennick, the room for you is ready. I'll call across
Oh.
the room.
One moment. Starts picking up his things. Gets the book. Puts it in his bag, puts his notebook in. I'll see you all soon, I guess. Good luck.
Are you taking Zarak with you?
How many does the room fit? We were told it was for one.
Okay.
I suppose Zarak is staying here, if that's alright?
That's all right.
Very well. I'm ready. Right, this way, sir.
And we've never seen him again.
Oops, not that way, this way.
We have never seen him again. I'm sorry.
How do
Well, I
you see
should
where
copy
they're
this.
taking
Are you
him?
just standing there at the door, Elmar?
No, I'll close the door.
Okay. If you were watching Caleb, they went behind the bar.
All right. So here's what I propose. Alina and I will go and visit the Mir, and we will ask about the White Scorpion.
And me.
I don't think it would be wise to take any more than 2 to the 6 bells.
Rohan, you better stay here.
I need to speak to her.
Tell me what you
Ruha,
want to ask, and I'll ask the questions.
I believe your communication skills are
Look.
questionable.
I know things about my father. What if she starts speaking and it jogs my memory? How do I explain to you everything about my father?
Why did you start by explaining to me what he looks like?
He's a man.
Alina's seen him.
Have you seen a man?
I'm
You seen a
sorry.
man?
He's a man.
It's been so long since I've seen him, but I know what he looks like. I just need to be there. Just trust me. I won't do anything weird.
You've said this multiple times, and you always do something weird.
Weird is
You were just
subjective.
You were just outside trying to turn into a horse.
It's in the comfort of our home.
I am afraid he succeeded.
Yes. I did turn into a horse. Didn't try. Saddle was helpful. Oh my god! I regain beast shape on short rest. Okay.
Excellent.
Heaven
I
help
used
us all.
short rest twice for no reason. Okay. Well,
Tell you what. We have a couple of things we've discussed here. I want to talk to the Pipe Halasar briefly. I have enough sending stone charges left. We should ask him what he thinks about moving against the mayor.
Sure, I see no harm in that.
Alright.
I wouldn't mention 12, though.
I wasn't planning on mentioning 12. I will be back in a moment. You may discuss whether Ruha comes with us, but I am not in favor of him coming with me to the Six Bells.
Okay, I'm going to walk up to Ruha. Stand right in front of him. I mean, presuming where he faces. Yeah. Look here. She won't be able to give. She won't be able to give a drawing or anything that physically resembles your father. All she will be able to do is give a visual description. I am sure Elmar is more than capable of remembering a few words, and worst case scenario, we can ask her to write it down. There is no guarantee she even knows what he looks like.
There are things. There might be things that
There's also may not be things, Ruha.
Look, what is the harm in me going there? Give me concrete harm. Now.
You turn into an animal and
punch
do the
Ruha.
most
I
idiotic
punch
stuff
Ruha.
ever.
I'm sorry. Go on, Dennis. What did you say?
What did you say, Dennis? Sorry.
You go into the inn. You go into there and do the most idiotic stuff ever that ruins everything.
Only. First of all, I disagree with this premise, but even if I did do this, I do this in the private.
You screw up privately, so you still screw up.
I don't screw up. The things I do in private. Turning into a horse. It was a fine thing to turn into a horse. Not idiotic, and I did it in the privacy.
Before I leave to call on the sending stone, I might just use this couple of minutes to change into my noble clothes, because that's what I normally wear when I'm going
Noble
to
clothes.
the Six Bells.
Okay. Understood.
The point, Ruha, is you're not the most sneaky out of the bunch here.
Well, I'll take the saddle off.
Right, I am afraid saddle is not your biggest concern.
Oh, what else?
You are constantly cloaked. It is very clear that the people here know your face. You've already mentioned being wanted here by the city guards.
Well, so is everyone in this room, except maybe you.
Helena isn't wanted.
I do not believe I am wanted by anyone.
And our wanted posters are quite out of date, Ruha.
Well, if it's out of date, then the same goes for me.
It
He
looks
can
much
dress
more normal
freely.
for two people who go to an inn.
Well, maybe it's a cultural thing, but 3 people going to an inn is also normal.
You realize there is a significant gap in age between you and those two.
How old is Elena?
Man, I don't know, man.
Alina looks Elena is somewhere in her 20s.
Yeah, I remember you saying that she looks like an adult.
Like, yeah,
That's
definitely mid-20s.
Shit. The wrong
Ruha's still a
fucking age.
teenager, right?
Shut up.
Ruha's like
Yes.
8.
Ruha's dressed.
Well done.
Ruha's so
Ruha.
young he doesn't even have his age on his sheet.
Wait, don't I?
I can't see it. It's meant to go,
I swear.
it's meant to go,
Bio section.
yeah, not the bio section, on the top next to your name, like where your class and race and stuff are.
Well, anyway, we'll figure that out. Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
I was like 17 at the start of the game, and then
Yeah.
there were 18 months passed.
We didn't
You're a
age
teenager.
in the forest.
Okay. Okay, that's a fair point. I can pose as their
Last thing I need is
children.
someone assuming that you're my kid.
Ah! You hit it right on the nail.
And even then, Elmar is
Would
From
that
combat.
make me your mother?
Yeah.
Wouldn't I
For my own-
be too young?
For my own curiosity, Alina, how old are you?
Oh, me? I am.
Why are you thinking?
Do you know where to find it?
I know where to.
You have to click bio.
I know where to find it.
It's at the top there.
I am about 24 years of age. Yes.
Ah, yes, I see. I'm 26, or possibly 27, depending on how you count my little time jump. But yes, 25. I'm 26.
25.
Gee, you good there?
My birthday was last week, and I turned 25. So that's me bleeding into my character.
Oh,
All right. So I can pass as your son if you had
No.
a son at age 10.
Anyway, I'm going outside to call the High Palace, sir.
God damn it. All right, I'll give you a... Wait. I'll give you a visual description before you go. Never mind. You just spoke to the Barasa.
Yes.
finally you do the sensible thing.
okay. Elmar's
How
going
long
outside.
does it take?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and I will I'll compose a message.
Yes.
Also, could I put on my breastplate? That'd probably be useful.
Sure.
Yeah. Medium armor, I think that is.
Medium, 5 minutes, I think.
As this is
Sorry.
happening, I'm going to walk up. Sorry.
Is it... Wait, are we supposed to have had 2 short rests, or is that not possible?
I mean, we had one before we entered the Red Temple, and then we had one after we came back.
Okay. Like just now, yeah.
All right, here's a 25-word message.
Yeah, let's have a look. Okay. 1 moment. You guys can keep talking amongst yourselves or whatever you're doing.
Okay. Zalina is starting to dawn on. Fuck. Dawn is a single word. You don't need to say dawn on, right? Yeah.
Dawn is a verb, yeah.
Yeah, okay. As long as donning the armor, I'm going to walk up and clear my throat. Alina, was it?
Yes, it is Elena. Josephus.
Right. Service. That's a strong word to use upon meeting someone. But regardless, I believe we would form a strong front line for the future encounters. I come to you with a word of advice that we should stick together whenever we fight again.
Like a wall, no?
Like next to each other, arm in arm.
Mm-hmm. I see, I see. Do you have any techniques maybe I should know about if we are to fight close, you know?
Ah yes, throughout my years of experience, as I was fighting amongst with other people besides me. Fuck, besides or beside without an S, right? Because I'm referring to something next to me, not with something additional. So one as beside. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, linguistic brain. Fuck. Yes, throughout my years of experience with others fighting beside me, I have become quite proficient at deflecting, so to speak, strikes targeted at people next to me. I believe I can ensure that as little harm comes your way as possible.
Oh, is that so? I have a similar technique, actually.
Splendid. That's wonderful to hear.
Yes. Then we can become like a... Like the walls
wall.
of a castle, yes.
I believe a wall of a castle is rather immobile. I'd rather be able of moving. Was it supposed to be a joke? I apologize.
No, it is like a... saying? You know?
I am not familiar with that phrase. Apologies for my lack of cultural enlightenment.
He hasn't played Dark Souls.
You know, it's like a... 2 peaches on the tree is better than 1 berry in the bush.
Could you come again? 2 peaches.
Yes.
On a...
In the tree is better than 1 berry in the bush, no?
I do not know if I am familiar with the... It is supposed to be knowledge-related phrase. I am not very well versed in tending to plants.
How tall
I
is
have
this
not-
fence at the back, Trajan?
Are you trying to jump?
How tall is it? It's about... It's like 8 feet or so.
Is this some tree? Is this a tree or just a bush?
That's a tree on the other side.
Okay. Which case, could I acrobatics myself up the side of the building just to have a look out over the city, just to see if there's any fires in the early evening? Like, I want to try and climb up the side of the building if I can find a place with some good handholds.
That's not disconcerting at all.
Sure, just trying to fix the music. Is it playing anything? What's that?
What's wrong, Billy? Billy, what's wrong?
I don't like when you. I don't know. It doesn't clear its queue automatically. It's kind of annoying. You want to climb up the fence? You want to acrobatics up the fence?
Well,
You wanna-
acrobatics is what I have better acrobatics than I do athletics.
If you want to look over the fence, you can go here and just like step on a barrel or get on the wheelbarrow to get a view over the fence.
All right, I will jump up on top of this barrel to try and get a look over the fence. I'm like 6'5", so
And you're looking at the progress of the riots.
yeah, see if there's any fires nearby.
Now that it's dark, it's hard to tell like where the smoke is coming from. Give me a perception check.
Hang on, could I also send a martyr up to do the same?
Sure.
But all right, I'll do mine. Here's a Aylmer perception thing, probably characteristically bad. Yep, not above 10, and I get perception checks above 10. And here's a martyr's perception check.
Oh, that is above 10. There are a few fires around. As you look from a martyr's point of view, it looks like, from what you can tell nearby, people burning things in the street rather than blocks of houses being on fire.
Okay.
Nothing really that strikes you as dangerously close.
Through a martyr's eyes, she has night vision.
Yeah.
Does it look like the riots are calming down? Less people in the streets now?
No.
So it doesn't look like they're calming down.
No, it does not.
Okay. I'll come back into the building.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've heard back from the High Palacer. I sent him a message saying, considering infiltrating Mayor's Manor via sewers and let me just read it.
Yes, go on. Come on.
Time for heaps of
down.
words.
Considering infiltrating Mayor's Manor via sewers and underground temple, please advise if you do not wish this to happen or with any helpful information. Aylmer. And he sent back, can provide adequate distraction tomorrow morning. So it might be worth our time waiting until the morning before we try anything. I still intend on trying to get to 6 bells tonight with Alina, but the rest of you should stay here. At least someone has to stay with Zarak.
I'll stay with Zarak.
Preferably at least one person who can speak Remdorian.
I'll probably be outside looking for 12.
Okay. Is Zarak asleep or just lying down?
He doesn't look like he's asleep. Looks like he has no idea what's going on he's bored.
But people said Zarak like 3 times.
I will ask him in Rendorium. How are you feeling? Are you hungry? Thirsty?
Where did Hennick go?
Hennick has another room in this inn. He's doing bookwork. You know him.
Do I get another room?
I'm going to try and arrange it. I'll hope to help you. I hope to keep you with Hennick if I can.
Okay.
Is there anything I can get for you now?
No.
Okay.
Who here
Alright.
speaks Remdorian besides you?
Ruha speaks Remdorian natively. I learnt it recently. He can do more complicated clauses than I can.
I can speak it as well.
You are going away to the 6 bells. I was asking in the context of people who are staying behind to take care of Zarak.
My mistake. My bad.
What languages do you speak, Flamebearer? It might be useful to know.
I can speak Nor and Ivarshun.
Hmm.
On top of Benevan, obviously.
Yes, I
He says in Benevan.
Obviously, I'm fluent in Benevan. I also speak Celeru, but with all of the elations that's going on, I've taught myself elation over the last couple of years, and I also speak I speak intermediate Temadian and fairly basic Remdorian.
Polyglot over here.
Pardon?
We've got a polyglot over here.
Well, there were lots of language classes in Eba. I was expected to attend them as a noble son. I mean, until they put me into the Eternus, they were thinking of making me a diplomat, so they thought learning extra languages was useful.
Have you studied in an academy?
I had the normal education that Celeru noble children have. But in my early teens, I was sent to the Eternus Order as part of a political deal my father made. And I didn't continue my language studies as much as I would have liked there. It's where I learned Benevan, but that's to be expected given they're our closest neighbors. But Celeru was always the language I felt most comfortable in.
Understandable given your origins.
Does anyone else here speak Celeru? I know Azan used to speak it.
I speak it.
Excellent. In which case, if there's nothing further, Alina and I should head to the Six Bells. Before it gets too much later. It'll take us about
One
an hour
small
to get there
remark.
through the sewers.
One small remark, Alina. Are you going to bring that halberd with you? It is standing out quite a lot.
No. I am not. I'm leaving it here. Why?
You also
Alright,
should probably do. You should also probably similarly get out of your armor like you did last time.
Oh, yes.
Unless you want to appear like you're my bodyguard.
Like all of my armor? No?
Well, the last time we went there, you pretended to be my bodyguard.
Yes. Are we not using the disguise again?
Yes, sorry, I only just remembered it.
If
I
she's
would
going with the armor, then I can go with myself.
No.
No.
With myself.
Why not? You already look sussy.
I look
Vicious.
like an Eba nobleman with a hired bodyguard. We have those, you know.
Going into a bar?
Yes.
Completely
I'm young
normal.
enough to. I'm young. It's completely normal.
Huh.
Besides, Zerak needs someone who can speak his language to stay beside him. You're the
Doesn't
better
matter.
choice here.
Zerak does speak some very, very basic Benevan, but it's best to have someone fluent in Remdorian here.
Don't bait me. Look, okay. If this is how it's supposed to turn out. Are you sure I cannot come? I would like to.
I think you already gave the description of your father to...
I have a description of your father. That's
What is
all
it?
I really need. His name is Goro, right?
Yes.
Then I think that's all I really need. It
That's
doesn't
not
sound
what
like
you
he's been.
need.
It doesn't sound like he's been active in the city for that long of a time.
Don't know. Okay. Then I shall give you more stuff about him that you can tell her.
All right. Would you like to actually write me as Virgil a DM with the information about your father that you'd like to tell me?
No.
No.
DM.
Yes.
What do I know about my
Oh.
father?
What do you know about your father?
But I can tell him.
That's a
Like,
very
has a
open question.
recognizable.
We know,
Yes, like
we know he's
visuals.
male. We know you had issues with him. We know he likes killing wolves with axes.
You don't know shit.
What do you know about your father?
So visuals, okay. I know
Visuals.
Visuals. Temperance.
Your father is Skarkan, ethnically. He is a large man, both in size and width. Like strongman type, not like fat man. Yeah. He has a shaved head. Aside
Like,
from
wait.
that,
Is that like
like-
a thing that he's always done?
yeah, you've always known him to have like shaved his hair.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, nothing really like really distinct comes to mind.
Okay. Does he have like a weird eye color or something? I don't know. Is he just normal brown?
Normal Skarkan.
Okay.
Not everyone can look like an anime protagonist.
Yeah. Does he have a head rock from? Yeah. No. Okay.
That's what you just asked.
Well, so, from his actions, like, what could I mention to someone to make them recognize him? Or
From his
something?
actions, like his behavior,
Yeah, temperance,
he
mood.
he doesn't talk a lot, but when he does, he's quite loud and direct. He has quite a presence, as you know very well. He is also quite good with his words. He knows how to talk people into doing what he wants.
Okay.
He doesn't really take nonsense. He's very determined on what he wants to do once he makes his mind up. These are just becoming Barnum statements, so I'm probably going to stop there.
Alright. My dad is Skakun.
Fascinating.
He's a big, strong man. He's wide and strong like a muscle man.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. Alright. I've always known him to have a shaved head. As for his personality, he's a cunning man. He talks little, but when he speaks right at you. Gets right to the point. And he has like a strong presence, big man. Yes.
Yes, we know that he's big.
Once he set his mind to something, oh, he's gonna do it, man. Yes. What did you ask?
If I could ask a question,
Of course.
what are you going to ask exactly? Or were going to ask, I suppose.
Well, what does the White Scorpion look like? What is he like? Is what I was going to ask. Or what language did you hear him speak? Because he would speak, well, really Skarkan, but Remdorian here because reasons. He would speak my language. So wait, does he like wear something specific to our family or something? That's like I'm really reaching here.
He has multiple outfits.
Okay, just a normal. Okay.
Just a normal guy, yeah. He always wore a badge with a white scorpion on it. Wait a minute.
Okay. I think I can work with that information. Is there anything else anyone wants to ask of the Vermeer?
It is hard to tell how well informed she is in that regard. However, I would like to know if the White Scorpion has any political backing in the city. Besides the mayor, if there are other outreaching parties from across the region.
Understandable. I will look into that. I will see if there's any what's the word I'm looking for here? I'll see if there's any other members of the party we're available to that we know of.
Alright, best of luck to you both. Hopefully, uneventful journey.
So, Ilmar, if I do manage to get in contact with 12 tonight, are we planning on attacking the manor tomorrow morning?
That is currently the plan.
Okay. Just checking so I know what to tell her.
All right. Is there anything else that needs to be decided before we go?
I guess you could possibly ask the Vermeer if she would be willing to assist in overlooking the main entrance to the mayor's manor tomorrow.
Yes, I think we. Yeah, I believe that's definitely possible.
I believe that is all. I'm just gonna look to Alina to see if she's moving or not.
Azan. Who's looking? Huh?
I'm looking, I'm checking if you're moving or not.
Sorry, I thought I heard you say Azan was looking to.
Yes, Azan from the grave.
I was very confused. I was gonna look out the window and see him flash before my eyes for a second. Yes, Alina's moving. As soon as Ilmar decides he's ready to go.
All right, let's go then.
Okay. So we have Elmar and Alina going to the Six Bells via the sewer. Is that correct?
Yes.
Alright. What's everyone else doing?
Well, what time is it right now?
It's dark.
It's
dinner time.
Outside to try and climb on the roof and look for 12's bird.
Okay, Satsuka's also outside.
Kurt will try to buy everyone that's still in the inn dinner.
Okay, well we can get to that. There's a lot of people. Ruha and Flamebearer, what are you two doing?
Yes.
I had something to talk to Ruha about, but assuming he's not leaving the room.
Who is not leaving the room. He's looking this way.
He has an interest in that
about
child.
to make his move.
Okay. All right. Well, we can get to that. All right. Let's do. Let's build up to the big stuff. So let's start with Caleb. There's a room here with what, 20 people in it. It's fairly busy. What do you want to do?
I would make my way towards the bartender to try and order. How many was it?
How many people are
Five
here?
meals? 5 meals, is that right? 2, 3,
What do you
4.
We did
Five,
eat breakfast today, so we've had our main meal of the day.
This would be a meal for luxury.
Yes.
So you want to order 5 for
Yes.
your friends?
Yes.
Okay, the bartender is a little busy. He's like going between people.
Excuse me?
He doesn't notice.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, 5 meals, please.
5 meals.
Yes, for the room just besides the bar.
Okay, so you can get the level of meals you can get range from pay 3 coppers for like bare minimum, like bread and cheese, or 10 coppers for a stage up, 30 coppers for what you would say is like a decent meal, or you can keep going up and up.
I think 30 will be good.
30 coppers, 5 modest meals.
Yep.
Right. We're a little busy at the moment. It might be quite a wait, and there may be some inconsistency in the meals. Is that all right?
It's fine by me.
Very well. 5 meals at 30 is 1 silver 50, please.
1 silver 50. I hand over 1 silver and 10 cop. 1 silver and 50 cop.
Wait, is that math right? 5, 3,
Yeah, it is.
60,
it is.
90, 150. Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
Shall be a small wait.
Can you get him delivered to the room?
I shall do that.
Thank you. Okay, we'll head back.
All right. Caleb heads back. Okay, you two are going to the thing, so I'll move you over there. Let's do Satsuka.
So first, I'm going to head back to this outhouse right here.
Mm-hmm.
First, try and climb on top of there.
All right, athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics. 19.
19. Easy enough to get up there.
So from here, there's the first floor. The first floor, I guess ledge, is what that be called?
This roof here?
Mhm.
That is within reach, yeah.
Okay, then that's gonna be the next place I go to.
All right, another check. Same.
17.
17. All right, you are on the first story roof.
From here, I'm just gonna sit down and look around for 12's bird. And there's a street right on the other side of this fence, right?
There is, yeah.
While I'm looking for 12's bird, I'm also gonna be keeping an eye out for Dredgen, just in case he's walking by on that street.
Okay, give me a perception check. I'm going to put you up there, since I don't have a graphic for the top of the roof.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
12.
12. Hey, that's who you're looking for. Wow, what a coinky dink. So at this time of night, with the riots and this street here, right next to you, isn't necessarily chaotic, but people aren't going out and about because of how dangerous it is at the moment. So you don't see anyone that strikes you as Dredgen-like.
Alright.
However, after a short wait, you are visited by a familiar-looking bird that lands on the roof nearby and looks at you.
I kind of like gesture for the bird to come closer to see if it understands what I mean by that.
Bird will instead take off.
So is she on the roof with me or on the ground below me?
You hear a voice behind you. Someone else is on the roof. What brings you up here?
Oh, I thought I'd see if I could find you.
Well, I was watching, of course. What is it?
First and foremost, I was gonna see if you have any idea how much longer you think these riots will be going on for.
The riots. The people seem angry. They have been shaken, so to speak. I think it may be some time before it settles down.
I see. Well, that seems to be working out in our favor then. Be a good distraction for if we're to attack the mayor's manor tomorrow like we're planning on.
Attack the mayor's manor.
Well, the underground.
Quite bold.
We had managed to give them, well, and Templars overall, a pretty good hit in their leadership today, so to speak. So we thought it may be a good idea to take the opportunity while they're still recovering and strike again.
So you want to go to the underground temple?
Yes. At least that's our plan.
I see. I hope it works out well for you.
I don't suppose you do any mercenary work, do you?
Are you asking me to help?
Well, if you'd be willing to.
No. I'm not. I have someone I must protect. And besides, being underground is not my forte.
I see. That's understandable. Just thought I'd check.
Of course. However, is there somewhere you want eyes in the meantime?
Mm,
A building to watch, a person to stalk. I could spare some time, perhaps.
Well, only thing I could think of is to see if there's a person in the city. I'm not even sure if he'd be here. A friend of mine from back home, he had promised my parents to come look for me if I wasn't back within a year. So if he did, then he'd be getting here around this time.
And your friend, do they have a unique appearance I can go by?
He dresses in a more Nor-styled clothing.
Hmm.
Typically has his face covered as well as a tricorn hat on.
This... And you are sure he'll be wearing this?
Well, that's at least what he usually wore back home. He does... I don't know if he'd have it on him or not, but he does have a family insignia that he keeps with him.
This is a nobleman.
Well, he's the one I had told you about before, so in a way, yes.
Ah. You speak of your child.
Yes.
Funny you should mention him.
Oh?
He's already here.
In the city?
Yes. But... How to explain? I think it must have been a while since you two spoke, because the one you describe, both in mind and in appearance, is different to what you might be expecting.
I see.
However, I regret to tell you, Satsuka, I cannot guide you in finding him. That goes against my interest.
I see. I understand. Well, as for a place to watch, I suppose the Red Temple would be a good place to see if they put a new Eldastar there.
The Red Temple. I can watch from a distance, see what happens tonight. When are you attacking?
Well, we'll be here all night, but we'll leave out tomorrow morning. As for when we'll return, if all goes well, I'd say probably before evening tomorrow.
Very well, I will see what I can do.
Alright. Well, thank you for your assistance.
One more thing.
Oh, yes?
Never mind. You'll find out soon enough. Goodbye.
Very well. Satsuko will just make her way over to the roof of the outhouse, then go down from there, and then jump down here.
Sure thing.
And she'll just head inside now.
Okay. Okay. So while Satsuko was outside, and while Caleb was out in the main room, Ruha and Flamebearer, what are you two doing?
How is Ruha standing?
So
Or sitting?
With his
Ruha
legs.
is okay. His body is facing like this way or something toward the window, but his face, his head is turned toward the Zarek.
Right. I will slowly walk up and tap him on the shoulder.
Yes.
Apologies, I didn't mean to scare you. I had a personal question. You seem to have some differences with Alina. I just wanted to know if there are any reasons to be concerned.
Hmm.
You were by far the most apprehensive about her behavior back in the underground.
Well, one thing is, she's hiding something. I saw one of her. Wait, I told this. Wait, fuck, whatever. Her scar healed by itself one time, and she wouldn't tell me about it. But apart from that, fuck, I feel like there was something in the ship. Guys,
Dude.
remember anything weird in the ship? On the ship?
Nah,
the
it's just
woman?
that.
No,
I
nothing real.
think it's just that you saw her heal very quickly.
I don't really suspect her of too much. I was just. Was I apprehensive?
You were borderline shouting.
Oh, you mean
I hope you
you're
are aware
asking
of
me
it.
what she did there? No, you know what she did.
No, I am asking in general, because you seem to have some severe bias towards her.
Oh, she's a woman. No.
If we are to work together, I do not want to have any squabbles around. They interfere with our job, and they risk our safety.
I don't have a problem with her. That was just me reacting to what she did.
Alright, I see. It was quite an explosive reaction. I just wanted to make sure.
Caleb
Right.
comes in by now.
I have some things that we managed to attain while in the Red Temple's underground. I would like to share them with Hennek. If you do not mind, I will go to his room for a short moment.
Go ahead.
Please do not turn into a horse when you're inside this room. I would prefer a more clear answer. I presume that is the best you can do.
That means yes.
Silent Tro, thanks for following.
Alright, I will trust your word. That means yes.
Flamebearer.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello there.
I forgot to order dinner for Henrik. Can you take this 30 copper and order him something?
Surely. I will
Thank you.
deliver.
I ordered for our party here. So, you just order Henrik's one. Thank you.
No problem. Keep an eye out for Ruha's shenanigans.
You know, the
traveled
Rubians,
some.
they say like, that means yes. It was like that.
I'll
I
Yeah.
never
keep
asked for a
I'll save you,
clarification.
Flamebearer. There you go.
Okay. Gets
Now-
pushed out by an invisible force.
You got pushed out by the.
before he departs, I'll be saying something along the lines of, "I'll keep
Why
an
did I
eye
say
out."
culture?
What culture? That's not culture.
What?
Something along the lines of.
I'll keep Ruha from turning into a horse.
Ria turns into a cow. Okay.
I just imagined a person like Flamebearer exiting the room with the sound like, moving sound.
And then Satsuka is back. Let's follow Flamebearer into the busy, noisy tavern.
Have I? Okay, just a quick confirmation. Have I gone over the counter before and into the back rooms? I actually am not sure.
Has the Flamebearer gone back there? Isn't this your first time coming to the tavern?
It probably is. Yeah, it probably is. Okay.
I don't think you have.
Just a gap in my. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to walk up. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for the bartender. Wave towards him.
You are not an alderman child, so he notices you quicker. Yes, sir.
Greetings. I would like to go to, and I will say it quieter, Henek's room. I'm friends with the owner, I believe.
Are you with those fellows?
Correct. That is our place where we stay. Yes.
I see. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Unearth.
Pleasure to meet you, Unearth. I am the Flamebearer.
Flamebearer. Very well. Please, come this way. Would you take him to Hennick's room? Certainly.
Wow, so many bottles of wine and other delicacies. Good thing I'm not a drinker.
Yeah, damn.
Good thing you're not a Zan.
True.
Where am I? Oh, okay, here.
Over on the right.
Good thing I don't have to babysit Asan and Ruha together.
What do you mean? Those were the most wonderful
Right through
days
here,
of the
sir.
campaign. Appreciate your help. I will knock on the door.
You'll knock on the door. Oh, hello. Did I
Hello, Henry.
leave something behind?
No, it is my fault. I forgot that I have some items I wanted to show you that we were able to confiscate back in the underground.
Do come in. It's
Quite a
Hmm.
cozy place.
Yes, a little dusty. I'm going to have to find something to sleep on. But it is private, most importantly. So, there's that.
All right, please take a look at this. And I'm going to take out Baldwar's notebook.
Baldwar's notebook from the table?
Underground.
On the,
vault.
yeah, okay.
Yes, table.
May I? He reaches for it.
Yes, of course.
Right, Hennick takes it and begins to flick through it. Seems to be something like a journal, records. Keeping track, yes, I see dates. Experiments. Hmm. Seems to be some sort of records. What is this? Yes, he was tracking his experiments. Can you...
I am sharing this in hopes. Okay, so sorry.
Apologies, can you not read Benevin?
I can. It is simply that the nature of those studies is a tainted knowledge to me. I would rather not keep it on hand, and I would rather not delve in it. So
Then you
I
are...
brought it here in hopes that it will share some light on your research. I believe you are looking into the corruption, yes?
I am. If you are putting this in my possession, then I shall add it to my research.
In that case, please take this along. And I'm going to take out the purple crystal.
Is that? No, it... Is that dead etherite? What is this?
I'm not quite sure, but it was next to the notes. I presume it is
Fascinating.
important.
He goes to take it.
I have it wrapped in like a piece of cloth.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He goes to take it just with his hand, but like very carefully, inching really slowly toward it. It feels completely inert. He takes hold of it. No immediate reactions. No odor. No light. I feel no energy. I think this might be spent etherite. How unusual. You found this... Balderwar had this in his possession, you say?
Yes, it was on his table, next to his research papers.
Now this is very
Next to a
interesting.
dead corpse.
I wonder... He was doing experiments on the dead. I can't imagine
Correct.
how one could
Most
spend
despicable.
etherite, except if he were using it to reanimate. I will get to the bottom of this, Flamebearer.
I hope you do, and I hope you don't use the knowledge in the wrong way.
Wrong. My good sir, my intentions are to get rid of such things as corruption. That is all.
I am happy your interests and mine aligned.
Of course. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nothing from the top of my head. I'm happy you found yourself a nice remote location. However, keep in mind that there is a chance the High Palacer people might want to take a look at those items as well. I will not, if they ask, I will disclose that I have given them to you.
Hennig is going to incite you to try and judge by the way you deliver this how much of a plainly honest person Flamebearer is, if that makes sense.
See?
That is a 15. So
I guess I roll to you.
I guess unless Flamebearer is hiding anything, I don't think you need to roll anything.
Yeah, not hiding anything.
Yeah. So he's looking for any signs in your body language or delivery whether you're saying this because you think it's protocol, or whether you straight up won't lie to authorities.
It's because I won't lie. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, he gives you a polite nod and a smile. Of course, I understand. You have your duties. Very well. Thank you very much, Flamebearer.
Yes, I will depart. Hopefully see you around.
Of course. Stay safe.
Get pushed down.
You got pushed out.
I mean, I can find my way. I can find my way back.
You...
I will-
If you're going straight back, I'll just drag you.
Yeah.
Okay, so while Flamebearer's gone, Satsuka and Ruha and Caleb and Zarak have the room. What are you guys
we
doing?
do. I have a thing I need to do.
Yeah.
Zarek?
He appears to be asleep.
How asleep out of 10?
Yes.
Should I wake him up?
His
Is that like-
his eyes are closed, and he is auto breathing.
Ruha,
Zarek.
can you not bother him?
Zarek. My voice cracked.
Hey, Ruha.
So he's not waking up still.
What is...
Am I waking you up? Can we speak?
What do you want?
Well, you know, he's just so mean.
You just woke him up.
Yes.
What?
Well, maybe you sleep for now. We speak later, yes?
Mm.
You won't even remember this, Caleb. Don't worry.
A message appears on your UI. Zarak will remember this.
What was that for, Ruha?
I was going to speak to him. See, because he saw my father yes. So I was going to. I forgot to ask him about my father.
Why didn't you ask him earlier? What good does he do now, then? Elmar's already
BRB.
ran off. Wait, what? Okay.
That's what good it does now.
Wow.
I'm back.
Never mind. Is Zarak still sleeping then?
I was in my mind palace.
I mean, you don't know how fast Zarak can fall back asleep.
But he appears still.
His eyes are closed.
Ah, okay.
What? Why are you annoyed?
No, I'm not annoyed. Just signing heavily.
Okay, there are so many Azan paths to go from here, but I won't. I have restraint.
I don't think there's anything to speak with Ruha right now. So, unless Ruha wants to do something.
Roha's a good man. Good, not a good boy. Good man.
Yes.
The meals come back with Flamebearer. 5 meals delivered by the maid. Handed over to you guys.
I'll take one of the meal and wave the. I suppose there's bread. Wave the bread above Zarak.
Okay. Without opening his eyes, Zorak reaches for it.
Pull the breath back slightly.
All right,
So
make
that's
a dexterity check.
Okay.
Oh shit! Good luck.
Dexterity check.
Yep.
5.
With unprecedented speed, Zorak ninja grabs the bread from you and eats it. He got over 20, so the natural 20.
And eat it while he's still sleeping.
I mean, you start to think that maybe he's not asleep at the moment, since
I'll set the.
that's not typical sleeping behavior. Okay. I'll give you guys a few more minutes, then we'll go to break, and after the break, we'll go to the other pair who are on business.
On a business trip.
So I'll give you guys a few more minutes unless you're done now.
Is Setsuka already in the room?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I will gesture towards Setsuka to follow me, and I will take out Baldwar's logbox that was on the table and place it on. I assume there's some place here, some sort of a drawer.
Yeah. Is what booked?
Lockbox.
A lockbox. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I have seen you are quite skilled with your fingers when it comes to locks. I have found this on the table of Baldwar's research, and I would prefer to know what is inside.
Well, I can try my hand at opening it.
Worst case scenario, we'll use brute force, but I would like to resort to it last.
I
Caleb
will
Watcher's interested.
take out my thieves' tools and try and open it.
Alright, give me a check.
That is a 14.
There's a 14 for Baldwar's lockbox. Alright.
This is concerning.
It's good luck something up.
I'm waiting for the bomb to go off.
Yeah. What's the kill rate?
Dexterity saves, everyone. No.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
There
Nah,
it
not
is.
dexterity save. No. Of course not.
You open the lockbox, and the pipe bomb in it goes off.
Make a wisdom save.
Oh,
And before Trajum is just checking whether something inside the box melted during the fire or not. It's not related to being trapped.
Yeah. It's actually chocolate.
You ruined his chocolate. He invented chocolate made from ground up humans.
All he wants is sweets.
All he wanted was sweet.
I'd believe it.
Okay.
I killed so
Believed by
many
looking at it.
people.
There it is. Okay. Inside the box, you managed to unlock it. Do you open it?
I'm not gonna open it yet. I'm gonna ask Flamebear to come outside with me.
You're worried that it is trapped.
We have run into a fair deal of trapped chests before. I'd rather be on the safe side.
I do not expect his personal possession that he was keeping next to him during the experiment to be trapped, but never too much caution. Okay, I will follow Satsuki.
Okay. You going outside, Caleb?
Yep.
Alright. Leaving Ruha alone. Very wise.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You hear horse noises.
Alright, Flamebear and Caleb, stay right here. So let's go walk over here. Place the lockbox right here.
Okay.
Then walk back over here. Cast Mage Hand and send it over there to open it.
Okay. Your mage hand drifts over. It opens the box. As far as you can tell, nothing happened.
About how much did the lockbox weigh?
How much did it weigh? The lockbox is a little wooden thing. It weighs about as much as you expect it to weigh.
I expect it to weigh less than 10 pounds. I'll get my mage hand to bring it back over here.
Oh, yeah. It weighs less than that. Alright. Mage hand brings it back.
Oh, looks like it wasn't trapped. Satsuko will hand it over to Flamebear with it open.
Alright, I'm looking inside.
You look inside, and you see a familiar looking item. In this box, sitting on a small sort of velvet cushion type thing, is a sending stone.
It's a GPS.
I'm going to look towards Satsuka. Doesn't this remind you of the stone that Aelmar is carrying around?
Yeah, it's very similar to it indeed. I can only hope
You
this is
cannot locate people on the other hand with the sending stone, right? I do not recall such a feature.
No, I don't believe you can.
Make an Arcana check.
Yes, I will.
I'll also make one.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll make one as well.
Go ahead. 11, 19. So, going on the assumption that this is a sending stone based on its appearance alone, if it is a sending stone, then generally speaking it can't be tracked. That's not part of the sending stone function or spell. If this was attuned to Bold War, it the other person won't necessarily know that attunement was dropped. However, it might not be a sending stone. It might just look like one. It might not be attuned to anyone. You won't know until you identify it.
I guess I guess we have nothing better to do than to make sure that this is a sending stone. Perhaps, best case scenario, we will be able to intercept a message meant for Baldur.
How do we reply then?
We do not need to reply.
The other people in the inn might be suspicious, but, well, sure.
I mean, unless someone has anything against it,
Mm,
I'm going back inside and trying to look into the object, identify it.
Sure thing. Everyone going back inside?
Yep.
Alright.
We'll
See,
immediately jump at
can
him
go
with tinfoil.
outside.
No.
See how you can go outside without turning into a horse. It's not so hard.
Okay, you little shit.
Well, it's a compliment.
What were you guys doing?
Nothing.
What?
We have opened a logbox that belonged to Baldur, and inside it we found an item similar to a sending stone. I will now take time to make sure that it is indeed a sending stone.
Alright. So does identify... Can someone even help? Or is
Identify takes
like,
an
guaranteed to be correct?
hour. It is, I believe, a roll. I'm just gonna check the rules that I can never remember.
But we identify objects so often, how can you not remember? It's crazy.
Because I have poop in my head.
Yeah, at the scale of this game in this world,
So
we identify things very often.
it's an Arcana check and an hour of work. If someone wants to help with that hour, they can have advantage.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Can I take a look as well?
All of you are invited. I do not believe we have anything better to do.
Okay.
I just hope this is not a tracking device.
Well, whoever's making the check, Arcana with advantage. For the next
Let's
hour.
look at our modifiers, guys.
That's not
I
meta
have
at all.
+3.
I have +2.
Don't look at me.
I have
I have
plus-
+1.
I have +2, but I'm holding the thing.
Well, you know.
I trust Flame Bearer more than Ruha.
You know, okay.
RP
Oh,
reasons
doesn't-
I roll.
Doesn't Caleb
Yeah.
have the help thing too?
Can I help?
Yes. Advantage and plus a d4 if Caleb is one of the participants.
Yes, Caleb is
Oh.
participant.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Caleb's help is useful. Wait,
I'm gonna
haven't you used that today?
remember.
18 wisdom moment incoming.
Yes, Ruha.
This will sound
Don't
strange.
say may I touch you. Don't say may I touch you.
This
Don't
will
say-
sound strange. Shut up. May I? Fuck you!
Nine.
Why'd you do that? Alright. You
Yes,
see,
Ruha.
can I touch you?
Oh,
To
God.
make
I see nothing
forgive
wrong.
you.
I see nothing
Alright.
wrong with a bit of physical contact.
It has to be in your chest.
No, it doesn't.
Do I need to? Do I
Ruha,
need
can
to
you not
disrobe?
make it? Can you not make it so misunderstanding?
He does not do disrobe, right? That's not a thing.
No, you only have to touch him. You
Yes,
don't-
you have to disrobe. No. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna.
I mean, if it's useful to
I'm
our,
not gonna.
if it's useful to our investigation, I will do
Oh,
it.
it is. Right.
Okay.
I'm not
I want to
gonna
go on
put my
break.
hand-
Let's
I'm
make
just
this
gonna touch
snappy.
him. Alright. Was it D4? It was just
So,
D4, right?
what's this touching? What are you doing? A spell?
Yeah, guidance. Yes, D4.
Okay. So, Flame Bearer, advantage, plus 2d4, I guess.
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, because it's
Oh, because.
different. Yeah,
Because Caleb.
help. Yeah, from.
But Caleb rolled his own, right?
Yeah.
Is it? Is
Sure. Caleb, roll
Okay.
a d4.
Caleb's probably rolled.
It rolling?
13, 16, 18. Okay.
That's decent.
Over the next hour, as a group, you conclude that this is a sending stone, the type of which is connected with another sending stone. Who is it connected to? You have no way of knowing. And now we're going to go on a break. And after the break, we're going to see what the I was going to say the two foreigners, but everyone's basically a foreigner. What Aylmer and Alina are doing with heading to the Six Bells to speak with the Vermeer. Right, we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. See you soon.
Alright.
Whoa.
Even the locals are foreigners. Because they're foreign. I mean, they're born to being foreigners.
Trey, I'm going to AFK for a while because I need to buy things. I'll be back. I'll be quick. Bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah. After a break, we do the other party. So
Yeah, I was gonna ask him about inflation.
what equation?
Inflation, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I was gonna. Fuck.
A bit ambitious.
I'm having troubles.
Multiple troubles.
Oh god.
Okay, yeah, I have to be a
Is he fucking peeing? Oh, Alice. Or not. Well, I guess we're alone. Taz. Or should I call you Spiral? Damn. I could say anything right now. Anything at all. Who's that?
I'm back. What's so funny, huh?
you know what's funny.
No, I don't. Please
Don't. Dude, why can't I not install fucking better Discord? It's used to work.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Alice.
it's your time to shine.
It's what? Sorry?
It's your time to shine soon.
My time to shine. I'll do my best.
Wrong character. Wrong character.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm,
What do you mean? Who is this?
Who am I speaking to? Hello, hello.
I'm...
Nick phone who dis?
Leaf Fellow.
Identify yourself.
They call me Leaf Guy. It's a pleasure to make your...
No, that's
The wow, that's necromancy. No, that's. Wait, how would you describe an art of reviving dead memes?
Mememancy.
Necromemsy?
Necromemancy, yeah.
Necromemancy.
No,
Necromemancy.
memancy sounds wrong.
Don't talk about memancy like that.
Negative memes.
You leave memancy out of this. Looking for good music for these guys. Let's see.
Put on Sneaky
I need something suspense music.
Hatsune Miku, Pipupo.
You guys suck.
Why do we suck? I just got back and all I heard was Trajum saying we suck.
Do you disagree?
No, the usual.
I haven't disagreed because I agree with you, but like, what in particular prompted you to say we suck this time?
Because I said I need to find music for the second half of the session for Alina and Aylmar, and they suggested like Vocaloid shit.
What? I did not suggest Vocaloid stuff.
What did you
I'm
suggest?
sorry, shit? Vocaloid shit? What do you mean?
Yeah, you know, shit, stuff, things, miscellaneous.
Yeah, maybe weaseled your way out of this one.
Whizzled.
Guess that's why they call me Whizzle, Jim.
Whizzle pushizzle. My-
I merely suggested that you play
Whizzle.
this one that isn't embedded. You'll have to pick it and find out.
Embed fail.
Get fucked.
Sneaky snitch.
Sneaky snitch, yes.
No,
No, not this one.
I hate this music.
Alice.
Oh, you're right. You should play Investigations by Kevin MacLeod.
No Kevin MacLeod.
Because we're investigating, right?
Oh my god. It
Where
just
is this originally from?
just because of
Feels like
everything.
Pink Panther. Feels like Pink Panther.
It's not originally from anything. It's Kevin MacLeod's music, but because
Oh,
it's so prevalent on places that just want, you know, easy to use music.
It just reminds me of Pink Panther because of how over the top it is.
Yeah, it's got a dramatic flow to it.
Exactly, dramatic.
Yeah, you're such a drama queen, Atlas.
You don't know if the conversation's going to be dramatic. It just needs to be tense.
Tense.
I mean, he can influence the conversation to make it dramatic.
Ah, true. He's going. Oh no.
Yeah, he
Oh,
sent you
no.
music because he knows what's going to happen.
Oh
You know,
no.
that's what he's going to
No, he
say.
doesn't. I'm going to kill him in the I mean, what?
Wow.
Well, Atlas, how's your new character looking?
I play a silent protagonist and I speak only in actions.
You speak only in a yes/no dialogue box.
Do you? So
You
you
just-
just speak sign
You
language?
have cards that you hold up. Okay, how do I clear this playlist?
He has like colors for emotions. Like,
And all of them just display naturally on his face.
his mom taught him to like display emotions. He has those few colors. Just like
Different
autistic
parts of his
association.
face light up in red, depending on what he's feeling.
But you have to pay
Imagine
attention to
being
the
able to
sequence
read
as well.
patterns. Actual frequency, the angry frequency on the face. The slight pulsation of the cheeks, and every second pulse there is a follow-up on the forehead.
Is that?
He has a built-in Simon Says mode in his
Oh, that's very quiet. You have to turn that up a bunch.
Quiet,
Excuse
like
me.
my next character.
That was me laughing.
Yeah, he's a nice
All
guy.
right, let's get back to it. Do we have Atlas? Yes. Virgil, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. You guys ready?
No.
Yes. Good. All right.
I was actually like wiping my glasses. It's fine. No, it's fine.
You're ready. You said yes.
Yeah. Ready? Hi. Yeah.
So, can you describe to me the way that you want to get to the 6 coins, 6 bells? Either of you.
I think that I think the best way to do it would be to go through the sewers because obviously the streets are out.
Mm-hmm.
We'd probably come out of the 3 coins exit to the sewers.
River Farthing. Yep.
River Farthing exit, which isn't actually at 3 coins.
It's close.
Close to 3 coins. And then from the... Hang on, wait a minute.
We'd
Can
have
I have a look at the map of the
Yeah,
city?
yep. I'll take you to the map. Yeah. Because that'll take you outside the walls. Well,
Yeah,
that'll
no.
keep you outside the walls.
In which case, the bazaar's on the inside of the walls, isn't it?
Yes.
As is the market.
Yep.
In
Both
which
about the same
case,
distance.
If we go from 6 bells, if we go to them. Yeah.
6 bells to market and 6 bells to bazaar is about the same.
Okay. In which case, I think it'd be best to leave at the market exit.
Okay. All right.
Any
So
objections, Alina?
No. No, it's fine. You want me to answer
What's
in character?
funny?
I don't. I don't know.
Gets afflicted with asthma.
No, I wasn't sure if you wanted me to answer in character or not. No, it's
Okay.
fine.
So, sewer entrance at the Rook, through the sewers to the market square, and then across Costa's Hill into the Duke's Quarter to the 6 bell. Is that right?
Yes.
All right.
So,
I won't have you guys go through the sewer step by step, so I'll just get you both to make stealth checks for your general passing through as discreetly as possible to the sewers.
18 for me.
21.
You guys pretty much aren't going to get lost down there. Do you have armor on, Elena?
I have medium, yes.
You have medium. Okay. Excellente. Alright, you can come up at the market entrance. It's night, but it's still early, so you don't have everyone. You know, there's still a bunch of people around, and you are now nowhere near the markets, so really quiet out here and dark. So you want to head to the 6 bells? Do you want to head quickly, or slowly, or normally?
It's early evening still, so it's not suspicious to be on the streets at this time, right?
Nope.
Let's head normally then.
Mm-hmm.
But I will keep a monitor in the air to keep an eye out for anyone tracking us or looking suspicious.
Sure.
I was also going to keep an eye out. Yes.
So if you're going at a normal pace, you get there twice as fast as a slow pace, but you don't have time to study your surroundings.
Hence
So
why I was going to
Amada can look, you two will just be focusing on getting there. It'll only take you like 20-30 minutes to get there at a normal pace.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So give me a perception check from Amada as you two make your way.
19.
19, okay. And you arrive shortly at the 6 bells, and wouldn't you know it, the 2 tokens are already here.
Huh?
What a coincidence.
Alright, Elena, let's go. Would you like anything to drink?
I should be alright.
Mm-hmm.
It's a quiet-ish night. There aren't many people around. A little bit of ambient noise. One person currently cleaning their instrument.
What day of the week is it? Are there even weekdays in Riga?
Let's not talk about that.
No, seriously, are there weekdays?
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
I don't know. What is this? My world?
You mean I could have had we could have had Saturdays off this entire time? Okay.
Good evening. Can I help you?
Yes. I was wondering if I could purchase a light meal and maybe a pot of tea.
And for you, madame?
Nothing. No, thank you.
As you say. 50 coppers, please.
I will hand over the coppers.
Mm-hmm. And you will be sitting...
I'll take one of the booths over there. I think I see my friend.
As you say.
And I'll Alright. Good evening.
Good evening.
We will be interrupted briefly tonight. I did order food just so as not to arouse suspicion.
Very well. So, who's going first?
Well, I should tell you about our day first. We, infiltrated the Red Temple and assassinated... Well, I'll lower my voice. And I won't use the word assassinated. We infiltrated the Red Temple and met with the Eldersar, shall we say.
What is that noise?
Get that pulsing motherfucker out of your fucking microphone.
Sorry, I will be back in a second. My phone's ringing.
Oh, that's what that was. Thought it was Atlas's new character. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can I call you back later? I'm in a D&D game. I have to look after me babies.
Wow.
Wow.
You
Dead
sure
Jim?
is
Dad Jim?
speaking
Hi, Raving.
plainly.
Sorry,
Sure.
I don't really look at the stream very often.
Is speaking very plainly.
What?
He sure.
What?
You have to put them together. He sure is speaking plainly.
I don't know what you're saying. He sure?
He sure is speaking plainly.
Who is?
Virgil. Iman.
Virgil? He's not talking.
Not Virgil, not Virgil. Eilmar.
Aylmer?
Speaking
You
plainly.
said anything about the way Aylmer is speaking?
Eastside. Who else?
Aylmer, come back, please.
Joel. It's Time. It's Time for now. Joel.
Why does your mic sound weird? You sound like you're talking across a small room. It's like a weird reverb. Not heavy reverb, just like a bit. It makes like you're not close.
You don't know.
Okay.
Sounds
I can
like
also
you're
explain
talking
the-
from over here.
I can also explain why the vibrations were happening. Because my phone started ringing and it was leaning against the mic stand and it was on vibrate.
Oh.
So that's... Sorry, it was my boss, and I'm like, I kind of had to answer. I'm like, you shouldn't be ringing me at the moment. Why are you ringing me at the moment? But everything's fine. Nothing's dead.
That's
Everything's...
good, I think.
Yes.
Alright. Back
What-
to the game.
Yes.
You were
We-
telling her about Bold War.
We met with the Eldersar, and I believe he's going to take a leave of absence of an indefinite period. But yes. Do you know anything about the riots in Costa? Oh, come on. Now my fiance's ringing me. This is ridiculous. I'll be
Wow.
back. Again.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna be back.
Damn.
Imagine answering your phone during D&D.
Well,
Imagine having people call you.
just give your phone number right now to everyone right here.
Yes, I'll phone you personally, Trey.
My phone number is...
Hmm?
Except local emergency service.
That was it. I just said my phone number. Were you listening?
Wow. This sounds like an Investigations by Kevin MacLeod moment.
No, it doesn't.
Not even a bit.
Nope, not even a bit.
Not even a little smidge.
Nope, not even a smidge. May as well play the Wii menu music.
I see nothing wrong with this.
Or the generic elevator music.
Oh,
Okay. If my mother calls me in the next 3 minutes, she can kick me out of the campaign because that.
amazing. I'm gonna call you in the next 3 minutes.
You do actually have my phone number, but just.
You were asking about riots, yes?
Yes, I'm like, do you know anything about the riots in Hellfires Village?
I have been looking into it, yes. I have learned that the one known as Dove Sky, I have located his whereabouts, roughly.
Interesting. Whereabouts is this Dove Sky headquartered?
Dove Sky is staying at a residence in the market square. The southwestern corner. I didn't get a chance to look close. He has paid a horde of thugs to protect him.
Interesting. Do you know if he stirred up the riots for any political reason? Or is this actually a genuine people's revolution?
They say that Dove Sky came here to turn the establishment on its head, in the manner of speaking. He is here to undermine the authorities. As to how a riot establishes that, I'm not sure. Perhaps it is a distraction or something else.
Perhaps.
Will you be pursuing this Dove Sky?
I am. I confess to being interested because, as far as we were able to work out, Dove Sky was a corruption of one of our now sadly deceased colleagues' cover names, Dovskoyetsky.
Deceased? You are sure of
Yes.
this?
I saw the body myself.
As you say.
I do think this Dove Sky bears further investigation.
Perhaps so. I have no further information about him at this stage for you.
The other bit of... I have two other things I'd like to talk to you about.
Yes.
Unless I think it's something else. First is the Mayor's Manor. Another source of ours has managed to source a map of the underground temple underneath the Mayor's Manor. Are you familiar with this place at all?
The underground temple. Yes, I am somewhat familiar. I never liked to go down there.
Would I be able to show her the map that 12 drew us, because I have a copy of it, and ask her if she can elaborate on any of the notes? Or say if there's more doors?
You can show her the map, and she'll have a glance over it. This is more extensive than my knowledge of the temple.
So there's nothing you can add? Nothing about where the Undertaker is or what's off that question mark passage in the bottom left?
No, I'm afraid not.
Thank you anyway. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Do you have any advice about infiltrating the mayor's manor? Anybody we should be aware of? In terms of bodyguards or manpower? Are there any other people working for the mayor in this complex?
This map says there is a sewer entrance. Is this what you'll be using?
That's the plan. That was the planned entrance, yes.
Are you planning on getting into the manor itself through the temple? Or are you planning on only focusing on the temple?
At this stage, I believe we're looking at trying to infiltrate the manor itself. We're after the mayor currently.
You're after the mayor. The mayor is likely to be found in the manor. If it is the mayor's overseer you seek, they are likely to be found in the temple.
Given what I've seen on the map so far, I imagine the mayor's overseer will either be in the area marked Undertaker, in the area marked Study, or in the question marked passage.
He is not the Undertaker, but he could be anywhere in the temple. Indeed, he could not even be in the temple.
This is true.
He moves.
I had a question. Another question. The mayor's overseer, do you have a name associated with him at all?
The one they call Othrilus.
That's the name we had associated with him, yes.
That is, as far as I know, his name. An Antemplar, I believe you call them.
Yes. I mean, in terms of... I also had... an Antemplar. I also had a question about Tassian, the headmaster of the Carson Institute.
Hmm?
Is he involved in this at all?
Tassian. Tassian became the overseer of the Institute after Argerolf. This is the one you speak of?
That's correct, yes.
Hmm. I haven't looked into him myself. However, I will be very surprised if he is not, in some way, decently connected with the mayor.
Interesting. If you are able to do so safely, for the next day, could you focus upon Tassian? and see what you can learn about him and his position.
I could, but I feel that would be rather limited. I cannot get into the Institute without a great deal of risk involved.
That is fair.
I would only be able to speak to others who may know him, and that may arouse suspicion.
This is fair. In which case, would you think maybe investigating the Red Temple to where it may be more feasible? There is going to be certain changes there once what we've done is discovered.
The Red
And-
Temple?
Yes.
I can focus on the Red Temple for now.
Indeed. I'd also be particularly interested in knowing if Rogerus is still the head defender there.
Rogerus, as far as I know, this is the case, but I will look into it.
And is Captain Ascan still heading up the Costarson garrison?
As far as I know.
Okay. I think that's all I had to ask you, but I know that Alina also had some questions for you, so I will pass over to her. Oh, wait, yes, of course. Still talk to Alina.
Your meal has arrived, by the way. I'm not going to assume you didn't say any of that when the meal was being delivered.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on the map to see if a maid was
Yep.
approaching or not.
No, I was just focusing elsewhere. I just forgot about the meal, but the food is here now.
Yes. I have another thing I'd like to ask you after my meal, but I'll eat and Alina has to talk to you as well.
Aegis?
Ah, yes. Hello.
Good evening.
Mhm. I needed to speak to you about the thing I asked about. Asked you of yesterday. Or yesterday, was it? It was a
Is
It's been a long time.
Is this a very private matter?
Oh? Hmm.
You say thing, yet your friend sits right here.
No, the man that, what was it?
I will look up from Emil and say, Alina, if you really want it to be very private, I can leave, but
Eh?
I can move to a different table, but
No. It is fine. It is fine.
alright, then I'll return to my meal.
So, I may speak plainly?
Yes.
Very well. I have found the name of the one he seeks. Well, it is less of a name, more of a code name. Your friend seeks the White Scorpion. He seeks it allegedly because the White Scorpion is the one above. He who set him up as a scapegoat in Kajavin. Whether he seeks raw vengeance or answers, I am uncertain. The eyes and ears I paid did not manage to get this information.
see.
Something funny?
No, no, just a little thought is all. A little thought is all. Tell me something. Have you... Do you know the whereabouts of... how do I put this? The... Not to sound rude, but you know, the man who last had you under his... You know...
I would like to know that Almar is raising his eyebrows at this point, but will not say anything.
Do you speak of the
What is-
mayor?
No, not... it wasn't the mayor, but the one before that.
The one before that? In Duzazai?
Yes.
In Duzazai?
Yes, the merchant, no?
Yes, I worked for a merchant across the southeastern Rendorian coast. What do you wish to know?
He was a mostly Skarkin, was it? Skarkin? No, what's that place? I'm trying to remember.
Hold on. No, actually, hold on.
He was a Skarkan man, yes.
Right.
Insofar as I can discern.
Would you describe him as, I don't know, big, tough-looking guy?
Why are you interested in him?
Oh?
He is half a world away.
Oh? Just the lead I'm following is on. Yes.
Do you think he is here in Costarson?
I am not too sure, but... It is a high possibility, son.
In all the time I have been here, I have not seen a man slightly resembling him. And I know I worked for him for some years. He is not one who is, I would say, easy to disguise. As you accurately said, he is a large man. Does this have anything to do with your friend?
Well... you know, it is maybe just a little bit, yes.
Aegis, is there something I should know? It is hard to do my job when information is kept from me.
It is mostly a hunch, but I have a small reason to believe that. I mean, it could be that they may be the White Scorpion, no?
Hmm. Let me see. My boss in Remdor set up your boss, your friend, in Remdor. And in response, your friend came to here, to Arcane, to Costarson, seeking somebody up the ladder who was responsible. If the White Scorpion and the one who set him up as a scapegoat directly were the same person, why would he come to Benevis? No, I think you are mistaken. Wait. Do none of you know who the White Scorpion is?
I'm sure the Patriots have some idea.
Nudges Aelmar. Is Aelmar there? Aelmar.
Almar will have finished his dinner by this point, I imagine.
If you want.
We do have our theories as to who the White Scorpion is. We believe he's from Skarken. Would that be accurate?
No.
No?
No. He is not.
Who is the White Scorpion?
Let me put this to you. Who do you know here in Costarson who is responsible for all of this? Who is to blame? Who is pulling the strings here?
Australis.
I can neither confirm nor deny this. Are you sure you are ready for the underground temple?
I am less confident than I was at the start of this conversation.
As I thought. You have surprised me by what you did to the Elder Tsar. However, our enemy has a lot of friends yet in the city. I am not giving you advice, mind you. That is not my place. It's not what you're paying me for. I am simply giving you information. What you do with it is up to you. But it is in my interest that you are alive, as I prefer dealing with you over dealing with the mayor. You're more pleasant people, and the pay is decent. So, is there something else that I can help you with?
Does the name Gordo mean anything to you?
She, there's a very small smile and a tilt of the head. It might. Does it mean anything to you?
It does. Well, perhaps less to me than to one other member of my companions. But it was a question I was told to ask you.
Then you can tell the Skarkan boy that I worked for Goro in Remdor.
Is that the end of her sentence, or are you going to say something?
Oh, no, that was the end. I shouldn't have raised it at the end.
Yeah, I'm like...
Weird
You
intonations.
did the Australian thing.
Yeah. I worked for Goro in Remdor.
Do you know if he is here?
If he was, I likely would have seen him. He has a very noticeable demeanor. And I worked for him for some years, so I would know if I was near him. And he sent me here to the mayor. I don't know why he would also come if he wanted to be here.
All right. You mentioned that Atrilis has other friends in the city. That perhaps it would be wiser to move against them before we move against the temple underneath the mayor's manor.
I fear that trying to reach all of the End Templar allies in the city is too much a task for such a group as yours. No, that is not what I am advising. I am not advising anything, in fact.
Indeed.
But you know this. that the Institute, the Red Temple, and many components of the law here in Kostarsen would side with him unless something drastic happened. Your friend in the White Castle, the situation is becoming dire. Does he have something planned, something large?
Yes, you're right. You make some very good points. You may not be advising us, but you certainly point at gaps in my own knowledge. Perhaps it would be wise to talk to our friend in the White Castle before we commit to anything too drastic.
Don't get me wrong. As detestable a man as Mr. Rattler is, he loves to think and scheme. The more time he has, the more he schemes. If you attack tonight, which by all respects is unwise, it might turn out going well for you, as he will not expect this. He does not expect you to make bad decisions, he expects you to make good decisions, as that is how you have appeared from the outside thus far.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
Oh, good decisions have to laugh. Sorry.
Look at it from his point of view. You have been out of his reach for almost 2 years, and you have caused damage to him again and again. Everything you do is another knife in his back, and he cannot get his fingers on you for long. To him, you are all shadows, and he is trying to outsmart you. And as we say in Vayman, the best way to outsmart someone is to outstupid them. But again, I am not advising, I am just speaking words to you.
You've given me a lot to think about.
Indeed. Well,
There was talk of asking you to join us in any attack we made on the Mayor's Manor, but I feel that you are best left as a independent operative.
'I would not do such a thing. It would not do well for my reputation.
Understandable. Our contract and the amount I paid you from my notes will last for another 10 days. Is this accurate? Trajum, is that accurate?
I'm looking at mine. I only have that you have paid her for 4 days total. But given that a day takes like IRL 3 months, I don't think it really matters at this stage. No, I've got you paid her 10 silvers for 2 days and then 10 silvers for another 2 days. That's all I've got. But I easily could have missed it.
In which case, 10 silvers at 5 silvers a day.
You've got her for the next couple of days, so that's fine. Like, we don't need to worry about what happens afterward until we come to it.
All right. We have you for the next 3 days, as I'm aware. Here's another 10 silvers that'll extend us out 2 more days. We'll still keep this as our meeting spot. It's relatively neutral. I hope to speak to you again. You've given us a lot to think about. If you find that the Red Temple as a source of information has dried up, please refocus yourself on Dove Sky. I would like to know more about him.
On Dove Sky. Very well.
Thank you very much. And I will finish my tea, and unless Alina has something to say, we'll make tracks.
No. Oh, wait. One random question. Cadevalier. Cadevalier.
Cadelvelier. But what is it?
What is your favorite drink?
Why?
Just so next time you could maybe have something. I do not know.
You need not look after me in that regard. Let's keep this business. Yes?
Right.
Very well. Now, please leave.
Have we been talking for an amount of time that is traveling in the street still socially acceptable?
So that conversation was certainly under an hour.
5 minutes.
It's still wait. Yeah, you can still walk around.
All right.
It's well and truly night by now, but there are still people out.
We'll head back the way we came. I'm happy to set the same pace if you are, Alina. I'll use a martyr to scout for followers.
Could we go a bit slower?
If you'd like to look out for something, sure. I don't mind going a little slower. But we can't linger too long. It's nearly past the time when we can be out. Especially with the riots, the guards will be on edge.
Yes, I'm just curious about something.
Alright. We can linger a little.
Oops. That's not the right command. That's the command.
Cute.
What is?
You are.
Amazing. That's amazing.
Man.
Right, this is also quiet. It's got some night ambience. Okay, so you're heading back at a careful pace to the market square entrance. Do you want to be going at a careful pace, focusing on sneaking and staying out of sight, or do you want to be going focusing on keeping watch for something or someone? You can both choose different options.
Keeping watch for something.
Okay. Is Aelba keeping watch or sneaking?
Aelmar will just walk. Aelmar will be sneaking, but he'll be using a mana to watch.
Okay. Perception, and stealth.
25 for stealth.
Wow. Okay. And
a martyr's perception.
what are you guys looking for?
I'm very similar to beforehand. I'm making sure we're not being followed.
Gotcha. Alita? Alana?
I had a curiosity about how many palisars are about.
You want to look for palisades to patrol in?
Mm.
Sure. Right. And back we go. After about an hour of careful travel, Alina, you see a total of 0 palisades. Amada does not see anyone who appears to be following you, and you arrive at the sewer entrance unperturbed. Where are you going now?
We should head back to the Rook. I'd like to talk to the High Palisar.
I mean, we are nearby, but weren't we told not to,
We were told not to go to the White Castle anymore.
Yes.
Actually, I do still have the Sending Stone. All right, can we step into the entrance to the little room above the sewer entrance?
Yep.
Just to be out of the street. All right. All right, I'm compose a second message on my summoning stone.
Yep.
I'm about to say HP, and I'm like, I can't do that because you'll think I'm talking about Harry Potter.
Or hit points. Or the electronics brand HP, whatever that stands for.
Hewlett Packard.
Happy peep.
Oh, there you go. Happy people. Someone followed me during that conversation. I didn't catch the name, but thanks for following, if you're still around. I was focusing on notes, so I couldn't look.
Innocent notes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
You can count to 20. Well done.
Yes, indeed.
You must be quite educated.
Actually, yep, that's what I want to say. We'll see if we can't talk to the High Palisar. I should go back to the others by all rights.
That is what you want to say. Interesting. Given that this is a message that has vocal intonation, give me a persuasion check.
Look, it's right there, Trey Jim. Look, you got 23.
Hang on.
That's perception, and there's no advantage.
And that was for the owl.
That was for the owl. Amara's not doing nothing.
19 persuasion.
19 persuasion. Okay. Alright, I see how it is.
Yes.
Oh, you guys have like 20 minutes, don't you?
No, I actually
might be
no,
more
actually,
because this conversation is important.
I've discovered the thing that I had to go to actually starts an hour later than I thought it did.
Okay, so you're good.
So,
What were you saying, T?
I won't be the bottleneck either because this seems like an important day. So
Okay, fair enough. Just trying to get an idea of how to piece things. Okay. I guess I'll have to sit up straight. Ooh.
TMDXC is hard at work.
There's a dog.
Wolf.
That was one of the Calebs that got out. One of the clones.
Oh, the clones. How many clones have you got?
Oh no.
Okay,
Elmar,
wait.
you have to
It's
kill that one.
whatever your D1000 was from before.
401.
401 Calebs. Yep, there it is. That's the reply.
But I got a 19 on my persuasion check. Never mind.
You did. "19" means that they considered it.
All right. We move back to the rook.
Huh?
I am told that it is not an option to meet with the High Palisar.
Not even a little bit? Not even...
No. It was literally like they have 25 words. They used 5 of them. They literally just said this is not an option. Like even Alma knows when there's time for words and there's time for not words, and this was a time for not words apparently.
Alright.
Apparently. Okay.
Let us head back.
Back through the sewer. I would like stealth checks from you both.
Woo!
Sneaky, sneaky Aylmar.
Yes, sorry.
The
I'm
stealth check was so
multitasking.
good, you couldn't see it.
Yes, that's how good it was. So there's always the tantalizing possibility that I might roll a 1 both times.
That's true. 1623. Alright. Getting through pretty quietly. So the way this all pans out with timing, you guys who are already at the Rook have, if you want it, about an hour of additional time. If not, we'll just skip straight to the other two coming back.
I'm okay with skipping straight.
Yep.
I would attune to the Sending Stone.
Oh, no.
Ah,
Right,
attunement.
add the BRB for like 10 minutes, Beer.
Sure, okay. Attunement is an hour, yeah? Or is it 10 minutes?
I think it's an hour.
I think it's an hour.
I mean, it doesn't really change anything in this context, but yeah. I think it's an hour.
Must be short rest, so yeah, just an hour of downtime. Okay. Yep, alright. That is an option. You can attune to, let's call it Ball Wars Sending Stone.
Okay, I will change the logbooks.
You send a message, and Virgil hears it. Wait a minute.
Oh no.
Oh no. Virgil
No,
is the
it's a-
mayor. Right, you change that at the end of the hour. Satsuka?
I will just be waiting for Elmar to get back.
Understandable. In that case, Badoop, Badoop, Badoop. The group reunites, and it is night now. Most people are going to bed.
Oh, good night.
It's now properly night.
It's proper night. It's proper night.
Nighty night.
Nighty night. Alright, you guys are all together. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm probably almost done with the tuning, so I will be like sitting on my own in the corner.
Yep,
contemplating this
you're
thing.
done by
Yeah.
now, yep. Oh, did you
Elmar
just go through the wall?
Virgil jumped out through the window. Holy shit.
That was a visual bug. Like, I thought I was actually out of the. I didn't jump out of the window because I never thought I was.
Oh,
I didn't see myself as inside.
okay. Wait, stop moving.
I just saw myself as completely surrounded by darkness,
Where are you
and
now?
I'm like, I'm inside.
Okay, cool. That was weird.
Oh, pretty crazy.
That was weird.
All right. I don't like suggesting this, but I think perhaps it might be wise to YOLO it and actually just, attack the underground temple tomorrow.
Are you talking character or out of character? Just
Did he say YOLO
No,
in
in
character?
because you said YOLO, and I feel like it
Yeah.
would be very inappropriate to say in context of the-
Nonsensical.
It's a celery word. You wouldn't get it.
The god of impulsiveness, YOLO.
Yeah, that's what we call the YOLO Hokuma.
YOLO.
That's actually how you can say my name. Technically, that's a variation of mine. Oh well.
The Vermeer was the White Scorpion is not your dad, Ruha.
He's not there.
He's not
Oh, he's
there.
gone?
Yeah, well,
It's not the father.
all right, but first and foremost, how certain are you that she's still loyal to our cause?
The Vermeer,
Yes.
very certain. She's completely profit-driven.
People who are driven by profit are more concerned about their safety.
You do have a point there. I will be the first to admit. But we talked about this, and she prefers working for us than for working for her previous employer. So I think we don't have to worry about this. She won't be joining us for the assault if it goes ahead.
I would never suggest she joins us. I was only suggesting she watches the exit from the mayor's manor. We do not want anyone to escape unnoticed.
Apparently, the mayor considered us quite the thorn in his side. But I don't know. I'm confused. I asked to meet with the High Palisar just because we were passing close to the White Castle, only to be told it wasn't an option. But I don't want to be marching into the maw of our enemy's trap if this is what's going to happen. I don't particularly want any of you to die. I don't want to die. Just...
Nobody dies on my watch. I have a very good record of leading missions. Keep in mind, the entrance through the sewers is quite a safe passage. There is almost no chance for them to flank us.
All right. There's no chance for them to flank us.
Yes, we have an exit safe. If we were to approach from the street level, that would be dangerous because we can get encircled.
All right. I want to send one more message to the mayor tonight. Sorry, to the High Palace.
Whoa.
To the High Palace.
Elmar, I have the sending stone for the mayor.
He said I asked to meet with him, and he said it was not an option. Unfortunate. If we pursue the mayor, it could be destabilizing. Do you wish for us to?
What?
I'm just typing out a new sending stone message.
Oh, okay.
This is my third 4 today.
The third. Okay. It still says you got 4 out of 4. You haven't been updating that.
Yeah, I've got 2 out of 4 at the moment.
Okay. Oh, you can add
Send them as
you can add a usage shortcut to your sheet, Yule, if you want.
All right.
Oops.
All right. I want to ask the High Palace if we can. Unfortunate. If we pursue the mayor, it could be destabilizing. Do you wish for us to proceed? Are there safeguards in place? Yes. I'm going to send that to the mayor. Sorry, not the mayor. The darn High Palace.
I've put it in your head now.
Wow.
It's just an email sent to the parser and then CC to the mayor.
Virgil finally betrays the party.
Yeah, I did know.
This is a time for even fewer words.
3 words out of 3 words. No, he did use 3. Proceed as discussed. You know, sometimes I feel like, you know, the 6 words, 5 words, 3 words. I feel like a guy in the friend zone being let down gently.
Next one's gonna be like 1 word.
He's gonna left me on.
No.
He's gonna left me on red next time.
True.
All right. As discussed, we proceed tomorrow morning. Well.
I believe if we're going from the sewers, it will be wise to check whether the Red Temple sewer entrance has been fortified or not. It will tell us whether they realize we are using the underground entrances. They have no reason to suspect our visit to the Institute. I presume the mayor doesn't know we are able to access the mansion from the sewers. I remember. Yes, Alina.
I believe
not
he would know.
to... Yes, there was a rope down there, and unless someone took it and...
Rope.
Oh, yes. To the mayor's...
Do they not use a ladder to get up?
No, 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 no. To the mayor's area manor? Yes. I used it to tie up a gate that we convinced to open.
Gate? Is it a nickname for a person?
No, no, no. It is like a... It's like a door, but not solid fully. With like a bars.
Oh, you weren't serious when you said convince. I see.
Eh?
You cannot convince objects, you do not talk to them.
I mean, you know, like I convince uh,
It is
a
of no
cup
matter.
to stay full.
What's the deal with the rope?
The rope was there to hold the gate closed, and when we came back, it was gone, so somebody had to have moved it.
I see. So there is a suspicion, possibly, that someone has discovered the entrance. Okay. Well,
Yes.
they weren't protecting the Red Temple's entrance, and presumably these people are together, working together. So there is no reason to believe that if they haven't been cautious about the Red Temple's entrance, they would act otherwise in the context of the mayor's mansion. At least for the time being.
Keep in mind the Red Temple entrance was locked. They were aware of it. We just managed to get a key from the person in the Red Temple that passed it to us. And we've been very careful to try and not leave any trace of us being there.
They will discover our little journey to the Red Temple's underground within hours. So the morning is the most we will ever have. If we delay any further, they will get informed.
All right then. We attack tomorrow morning. In which case we should get a slightly earlier night, so we should attack as close to dawn as we can.
Okay.
All right.
Wait.
I'm going to use my fourth message on the sending stone.
Wait. Before we make up our minds, what? Did you get any information about Goro?
He's not. He is your father, by the way, but he's not here at the moment. He's also not the White Scorpion. Shucks. I'm sorry, Ruha.
I don't trust you to make this judgment.
Very well. Let me explain it to you in more depth, or perhaps more
Please.
shallowness. The one of the previous employers of the Vermeer was Goro, your father, and she's very, very familiar with him. She worked for him for a number of years. So the description she provided, with no prompting from me, matched the description you gave of him. And she specifically said to say that... To tell
Wait.
you... What?
The description of Goro didn't match Goro? What do you mean?
It did. It did match. It matched yours perfectly. Right down to the personality. It
Yes.
did match, yes. Apparently Goro is the one who sent the Vermeer here to work for the mayor. And
Well,
Goro is not currently in Castarson, nor is he the White Scorpion. The White Scorpion is more identified as a Trillis, as far as I can understand it.
Is that in character?
I think
And I doubt
No,
your
it's
dad
not.
is
Still in
a,
character.
and I doubt
That is
your
not in
dad is
character.
I doubt your dad is a Trillis, Ruha.
Look,
Because I have got an identification. I asked about nationality, and the and the White Scorpion is not from Skarken.
don't care about what she says.
Why do you not care?
If Goro is my father, then that's who she works for. Of course, she would be trying to hide that he
Ruha,
is the White Scorpion.
Ruha,
Yes.
Ruha. Let me just stop you for a second. Why the hell were you so interested in going to see her if you weren't even going to trust anything she said? Now,
It is the overall conversation that I was interested in. People hide information from what they say, but you can tell from
I
their...
do happen to trust the Vermeer. I've met several people like her. Just because my brother was the favorite child, don't think I don't know how court culture and mercenaries and people who work for money rather than loyalty work. The Vermeer is paid up for another week at least. She works for me
Alright, why did Goro send her here?
as part of an exchange. A gift to the mayor of Castarson.
Why are they acquainted, the mayor and Goro?
I don't know. People like this tend to be connected in the way that sort of makes the plots of our lives link up nicely when we develop 6 characters. It's just the way
Then-
things are, Ruha.
But this doesn't make sense. So my father, when did he send her here?
At least 2 years ago.
2 years, at least. So it hasn't been. It has been less than 2 years since we started this campaign, right, Trey?
That's correct.
It's been about 1 year and 3/4 since we started the campaign. In the universe. Which makes it sound like we're really quick. We skipped 18 months.
This campaign that's taken us IRL 2 years has been about 2 months in character.
Okay. I'll say this out of character because I'm honestly struggling to ask certain things in character.
All right. What do you want to
Yeah.
ask out of character then? We'll try this conversation out of
I
character
can't.
for a little.
Okay. No. I don't want you to give me information out of character.
No.
I'm just
I'll
saying.
give you information in character, but you can ask the question out of character, and I'll imagine Ruha's asking it.
I can't do that explicitly, or it won't feel right.
Fair enough.
But there was a lot talked about. I'll just say that in the conversation that you haven't shared. But I would just have no way of like.
You can nag
Right
me
now.
about this out of character. What haven't I shared with you?
I can't do that, or it'll just be forced.
You're relying on my mind, my
The
own
point of out of
memories
character is that it's not in character.
Yes, you can remind me
I
out
do-
of character of
But
things
if
that
I
I
do
should.
the. Okay, so if you believe that you should say it, then you would. Okay.
If I believe that I should say it, I would, but I'm also only human. I've kind of forgotten bits of the conversation. It was a long conversation, and I didn't commit it all to memory.
All right. Maybe I'll include Alina too, and then see if you guys somehow do this. Wait, I just don't want to do this out of character. Yeah. Maybe as a last resort.
Alina, is this right? Was there nothing else she said?
Am I booming? Is my microphone
Oh.
okay?
Is it my...
You're fine. Alice just isn't talking.
I was clearing my throat. You want to clear it on microphone?
Yes.
So what? All she said was she worked for Goro. The White Scorpion is not Skakon. End of story. You
Eh,
believed her? What?
well, it is a longer story about Goro. If you really must know.
I must.
Okay. Okay. Right. From what I remember, your father, Goro, was a sort of a. How do you put it? A shady fellow. No offense to you.
Oh, he is.
Oh, okay. Then. Right. The Vermeer. God, goddamn. But her.
What's happening?
I can't say her
Are you
name
okay?
with that accent.
Wait, I gotta get my
Godelvalia.
Oh,
Just say Goodell. Or the Vermeer. She calls you by your title, you call her by her title.
Right. She worked for him mostly as a guard, I believe. I forget the exact details, but I'm pretty sure it was mostly just mercenary work, I think. If I'm remembering this correctly. And from what I understand, him and the mayor were good friends, and the mayor always got him out of trouble. So, as a gift of goodwill, he gave the Vermeer to him. It is, it is like a kingdom giving away their daughter to sort of form a bond, you know? But it is not a daughter, it is a mercenary.
yes.
Mhm. Yes.
Did she say anything about what Goro did? What happened
Oh.
to him?
What he did, I believe he dealt with slave trade, no? From what I remember. No, not that.
Goros dealt with slave trade?
That might be some, big news there, but I'm sure it was,
I'm sure it was an
somebody
accident.
else. Yes, it was like a.
What?
I'm joking.
No, I mean, I'm sure it wasn't your father who. Anyways, yes, he dealt with that. And from what I understand, he is not around this city. Yes.
How do you know?
Hmm. Well, I don't. But I am believing for now.
Well, last time, my father got ratted on or something by me, and then something happened to him and he was gone. But he set himself up.
Hmm?
That much I know.
Rucha, how is that story relevant?
You fuck you. Fuck you so much.
Hmm.
Did she say anything about that? What happened to him?
What happened to him? Uh, I am not too sure. I did not ask that.
I see.
All I assume is that he is still assisting the mayor, and he is still part of the largest slave trade. Yes.
Mhm.
Who the White Scorpion is or isn't doesn't mean much to our mission tomorrow. The only thing that should concern us right now is whether the loyalty of the Vermeer stays with us or with another employer. I assume you disclosed our plans to attack Mayor's Manor to her. Is that correct?
Sorry?
What did you miss? Which part did you miss?
I missed the
Just
beginning.
apologizing in general.
Sorry, we disclosed it to her. I'm really sorry. Did you disclose to her the information that we are going to assault the Mayor's Manor tomorrow morning?
We discussed the assault on the mayor's manor, yes, because I asked her for tactical advice.
Interesting. What advice did she provide?
She provided advice that generally the head of the underground, the one who pulls the mayor's strings, generally spends most of his time in the temple, whereas the mayor spends most of his time in the manor. If our goal is to get the mayor, we should just use the underground temple and sneak up to the manor. If we're actually interested in taking out the mayor's puppet master, he'll most likely be found in the underground temple.
When you say temple, you do not mean the Red Temple's network, right?
That's correct.
You mean the... Alright.
There's an older temple, something not based on the Red Temple, underneath the mayor's mansion. Something older. If I was to guess, I would say it's Elation.
Well, that is a good question. Is our goal currently to take care of the head of this whole scheme, or is it to dispose of the main tool, which is the mayor?
The thing about disposing of the mayor is if we dispose of the mayor, we will leave a big power vacuum in Castas, which the High Palisar looks to be set to fill. Trillis and his compatriots rely on the fact that they've infiltrated the institutions of Castarson. We've sent one of them into disarray, so the Red Temple will be reeling at the moment. I would say the mayor is a slightly higher priority than a Trillis at this stage. The mayor is a schemer.
To be frank, I am far more interested in capturing the White Scorpion. His actions and connections are far more reaching and concerning than anything the mayor can achieve. I understand you have obligations to High Palisar, but
We will see what the
But
morning
Mayor-
brings.
all right.
But
It doesn't
yes,
change the fact that we are going to infiltrate. Yes.
it doesn't change the fact that we are going to infiltrate. It may be
What did we
worth
learn?
having, and I hate to say it because we've gotten through an entire session without him mentioning it, but I'll mention it. It may even be worth having Ruha turn into an animal to do some scouting.
Never mind that. So what did she say about the White Scorpion, other than that she might be Otrulis?
But nothing really. The White Scorpion is a puppet master, but nothing we didn't already know about the White Scorpion. I sense that the Vermeer didn't have that much to do with him either. She says she has the mayor. She says that the White Scorpion has the mayor wrapped around his little finger.
Really.
Ilmar,
Yes.
not to be rude or anything, but you didn't notice she was a little bit, I don't know, hesitant.
She was hesitant regarding the White Scorpion.
What happened
I'm running out of
between you?
time. Genuinely.
Ilmar?
Anyone begins to disintegrate. You run out of time? Okay. Do you guys plan on talking more, or are you gonna go to bed? Just for a rough idea, because I can end it in a few minutes.
I don't think there is much more to discuss, but maybe one or two things.
No? Because I'm tired.
Okay. In that case, as you guys are
I guess
talking,
then-
and the night is slowly coming on, and your conversation is ongoing, Flamebearer,
Ascending stone.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell them yet. That'll be a fun surprise.
you feel an unexpected sensation of a sort of magical vibration coming from the sending stone, and almost immediately, masking whatever conversation is happening around you, you hear in your head, "And who might you be?"
Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks.
And that is where we're going to end the session. Right then and there.
Thanks, Trajan.
You're welcome. I'm just going to let that stew for a week or two with you.
I'm Bald War's long lost twin brother, Bald Peace.
Hairy piece. Bald War hairpiece. Hairpiece!
Hairpiece, yes.
He's a toupee. Okay. Let's see who's on stream. Hello, friends. This is the end of our stream, our session. We're going to terminate it here. 11 minutes early. Apologies. Come back next week, hopefully. Same time, same place, to see what happens next. If not, I mean, I don't even know what my schedule is for the streaming. We'll see. See you guys all next time. And we are on the same side. Or are we?